Little molecules.
We're unstable.
Today we'll be doing another episode of Fake Fiction, this time hosted by moi. Do you know what the theme is today?
One Direction.
Yeah, it is.
Because I remember you texting me.
Texting you about how I couldn't hang out with my brother because I had to write a One Direction fanfiction.
This is the most embarrassing reason.
Disclaimer. No hate to anybody who writes anything. If writing makes you happy, that's great. We are not ones to judge good or bad fanfiction. These are just fanfictions we don't particularly
Just look at my Wattpad.
enjoy in the criticky way, but please acknowledge that, like, the third bad fanfiction we wrote, I intentionally wrote one of these to be bad. I did. So, let's get a crack-a-lackin'.
Also, I'd be a hypocrite if I said that these were the worst things in the world, because if you just look at my Wattpad,
I wrote ship Hamilton fanfiction in middle school, so
I still write fanfiction. And I graduated high school.
I think my specification there was that I was shipping founding fathers in middle school.
I actually love that.
Anyway, so this one is, I believe, a polyamorous, all 5 of the One Direction boys.
Oh!
Either that or it's the other one. Niall cringed and held his knee. It kept happening, but he didn't say anything. It was the night of when they were supposed to be on the Letterman show. They were rehearsing for their performance, and everything was going fine until Niall felt pain shooting through his knee. Keeping a tight lip on the pain, he smiled at Zane, who smiled back. He really wanted to speak up, but looking at the boys, he saw their excitement and didn't want to disappoint them, so he said nothing, which probably was his mistake.
Me too, though. I didn't say anything there.
2 hours before the show, Niall sat on the couch that was in the waiting room. Lewis and Harry were off goofing off and playing with the markers. Liam was scolding the two, and Zane was sleeping. For reference, I know nothing about One Direction.
Me neither. I didn't have a One Direction phase. I hated boy bands when I was a kid.
I didn't either. I just wanted to find some interesting. I saw some horrendous stuff, and I did not choose the horrendous stuff. I will not lie to you.
Yeah, One Direction fanfiction can get really.
What I chose light. Also, I thought I could trick you better with light. But... So he said nothing, which was probably his mistake. Oh, we were pissed. Lewis wrapped his arms around Liam's waist. Please don't be mad, Lee. We were just having honest fun. Liam growled and looked away from the puppy eyes, not wanting to watch anymore. Now stood up to get something to drink, only to trip over Zane. He hit his knee. Pain! Shot up his leg, and then his knee. That was a lot of knee. He cried out in pain and fell to the ground, crying. The other 3 boys stopped to look at Niall. Nyler! Is that like... Nyler? They rushed over to him, and Liam helped him back up and hit Zane to wake him up. Harry knelt in front of the elder boy. What's wrong, Nye? Bill Nye, the science rules. Bill Nye, the science guy. The blue-eyed boy whimpered. My knee. Lewis frowned and was completely serious. How long has this been happening? All day. Zane, who had woken up and frowned, sitting beside the pale boy, asked, Why didn't you tell us? He put his head down and mumbled something low. What? Harry asked, leaning forward. Oh, sorry, it's Harry. What? Harry's British.
I think they're all British.
What? But Harry Styles. Harry Styles. I said, I didn't want to be a bother. I knew how you... I said... Oh, that's dialogue. I said I didn't want to be a bother. I read it as brother. I knew how excited you guys were, and I didn't want to tell you and have us cancel. Lewis snorted. And get more hurt in the process? Liam walked back into the room, having left with no one noticing it, and put his phone up. Doctor's on his way. He said to make sure the knee is elevated and to keep off of it. He frowned at Niall. Oh, Nyler, we wouldn't have been mad, the Irish boy said. See?
Oh, he's Irish?
I told you.
Okay, they're all from Europe.
I told you.
I didn't know he was Irish.
I told you. I'm always right.
I know, I'm sorry.
And I did my research for this. So I know all of these facts.
That's fair.
Because I gotta research something I don't know about. I googled so much One Direction last night.
Your Google search history. One Direction, One Direction, One Direction, One Direction, One Direction, One Direction.
I went in on incognito mode. Like, I know most people use it for, like, looking up, like, weird shit. But I was like, I don't need all this One Direction stuff in my search history.
Yeah, that's just gonna pop up weird stuff in your suggestions.
Yeah.
Google.
Zane picked up the smaller teen.
Oh, they're still teens at this point?
Yeah. And placed him on the couch. Harry and Lewis cuddled up beside him. For the longest time, I thought Big Time Rush was One Direction, and the TV show was about One Direction, but they just couldn't use the name.
Oh my god, that's so funny. What makes it funnier is that they were powered by One Direction. That's the reason that they broke up and they got cancelled and everything. It's because of One Direction.
Oh. Liam just watched as Zane went to find something to drink for the injured boy. Now soon felt a little better. 10 minutes later, a middle-aged man walked in. Hello, I'm Dr. Dawn. What happened? Hello, I'm Dr. Dawn.
What happened?
Thank you. Niall then began to explain about his injured knee and how he felt pain the entire day and the fall. Dr. Dawn, I thought they were talking about the month of fall. Season. Fall is a whole season. One. Dr. Dawn felt the knee for a bit and asked simple questions to if this hurt or if that hurt. A few hours later, Dr. Dawn exclaimed that Niall would be needing the knee surgery a lot sooner than planned. He prescribed him some pain medication, and Niall was told that if he were to do performances to make sure he was sitting down at all times. He would also need to take the medication 3 times a day. Liam promised that he would make sure Niall did. Before Dawn left, he informed Niall that he would need to make an appointment. Lewis brought Niall an apple, who immediately bit into it after eating some more of the red fruit. Harry handed Niall the 2 pills and a bottle of water. This sucks, he sighed. Zane kissed his forehead. Look at the bright side. What bright side? Liam's mouth. You have your 4 boyfriends pampering you all the time now. And there'll be more cuddles! Niall brightened. Yes, I love you. And the other boy smiled. We love you too, Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Science rules! That's the end of the
Please, I don't even know if those are actually in there.
No! Imagine if in my fanfiction I just wrote in the words Bill Nye the Science. Like I'm planning my jokes ahead of time.
Oh my god.
Who knows if I planned these jokes ahead of time when I read them or if I wrote them in. You'll never know.
I'll never know.
Actually, I'll probably show you after at the end of the video which one was mine and whether or not I wrote jokes in. You'll get to know. Oh, this one's Harry Styles ex a author character named Alyssa. I forgot what author characters are called.
OCs?
Well, yeah, but I thought is it the author's OC? I was thinking of some other term earlier, but I forgot what it's called.
Self-insert?
Maybe. Anyway, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Virgil doesn't understand how to empty a photo garbage.
I'm literally the definition of a person who doesn't know how to work a phone. It's fine.
And you have low storage. Yes. Which is why you should buy the new Moto G style with unlimited storage. You didn't see that. Okay. Now it's time for one about Harry Styles being Alyssa's boss. He's a CEO.
He's a CEO. Oh my god.
You were in a deep slumber when a movement on your side made you whine a bit. Ugh. You felt arms from behind you wrap around your wrist. Smoochies on this. On the shoulder blade, you opened your eyes, turned your back, and greeted by a half-naked, happy Harry Styles. Harry Styles. The sun rays through the window shined on his face, making his green eyes seem brighter. Even with bed hair, Harry is beautiful. Harry Styles is beautiful. Good morning, his deep husky voice said. You never get used to the morning voice. Just hearing it makes your day. Good morning, you smiled. Let's get ready. No, let me sleep, you demanded, and curled herself about to sleep again. Nope, I'm your boss. Get up.
Get up.
He playfully abandoned. You ignored him. But you were in the office. You know that obeying is the best option. Ew. Harry's the CEO of Styles and... Harry Styles Incorporated! 3 months ago, you moved to London and needed a job. It was a great opportunity to have applied to his company as a data analyst. Nerd job.
Nerd job.
Screw. I hope no data analysts are watching this. Because I unsubscribe right now. Right now. If you're subscribed and you're a data analyst, one of our subscribers is my brother. And the other one's me. I don't know who else is here, but if you're a data analyst, go away. We don't want you.
Probably my cousin.
Is your cousin a data analyst?
Nope.
Cool. Then everybody can stay. Cool. Harry wasn't... No nerds welcome on our channel. No, just kidding. We're nerds. Nerds are probably the only people who would subscribe to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Harry was impressed by your past records and Harry Styles. Just 3 weeks later, since you started working, he confessed to you that he likes you and asked you to go out with him. You said yeah. Harry is not legitimately a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship. Yet you both act like you are. He gets jealous easily, and he is possessive. He's like a ghost. He's possessing her. You knew you loved Harry since the first time you saw him. You would have not involved yourself with him, but your feelings for him is strong. He is certain he wants to caress you and give you affection.
Caress you.
Don't get your hands close to my face. I'll bite.
Okay.
I'll bite you. Harry groaned as you said this. He stood up on the bed and jumped, making the bed squeak. Harry, stop. Harry, stop. Harry.
Harry.
You laughed. Harry can really act like a 5-year-old, but you only see this side of him. Even at the office, it's obvious that he treats you differently compared to others. He's friendly and actually smiles at you. You fell, you idiot. Not gonna stop until you get up. His laughter filled the room. Fine. Okay, I'll get ready now. Stop it, babe. Harry plopped down on your side. He smooched your cheek once again. Which one? Which cheek? This one? This one? This one? You're crazy. You kissed his jaw and made your way out of the bedroom and to the bathroom. You heard Harry chuckle. Harry Styles. And his footsteps padded to the kitchen to make breakfast. This is a normal routine for you and Harry. Ever since you moved in with him, you were hesitant at first, but you're certain he used his charms to convince you. However, you don't do anything more than making out and literally just lying in the bed beside him. You believe that making love is for two people who love each other, not one-sided. I'm very impressed with your work. You looked up from your computer, and there, leaning near your door frame, is Luke Hemmings, the head of the computer department. Luke! You stood from your seat and told him to come in. Thank you. No thanks. Just passing by, really. I'm just gonna grab some lunch. Want to come with? He asked. I'm waiting for Harry. He's in an emergency meeting. I know. I'll wait, Luke sighed. I don't understand why you're still with him, when it's clear as day that he doesn't want commitment. Luke, not now! You gave him a look. Luke is the only person who knows the things you and Harry do. He's a clever and observant guy. He also happens to be trustworthy, and your secrets are safe with him. He raised both of his hands. Fine, well, I gotta go now. I'll be on Subway if you ever Prince Charming can't lunch with you. If you ever Prince Charming can't lunch with you, he'll be on the Subway. Not at Subway.
On the subway.
You smiled and thanked him. When he left, your mind is clouded of hair. Harry. You know very well it's love that's making you stay with him, but you hope that one day he can reciprocate the feelings. If not, you know you have to leave. You'll have to save yourself from Harry. You put your elbows on the table, your face on your palm, and let out a deep sigh, and shook the table on your head. You sent a quick message. Oh, okay, now we're in texting format.
Ooh.
Alyssa, will you make it to lunch, baby? Smiley face, X. Harry, no, baby. I'm still in the meeting. You should eat first. Don't starve yourself. H. Alyssa, okay. See you later. Love you. X. Harry, later, babe. X. H. You grabbed your jacket and headed outside the office to the subway. The restaurant is just a 5-minute walk from the office. So it is a Subway sandwich, Liz. You were laughing with Luke about his childhood stories and eat your tuna fish sandwich. When your phone rang on the table and the screen flashed Harry's contact, you excused yourself to Luke to grab the phone and answered it. Where are you? Confusion in his tone. At Subway, you replied. Are you alone? No, I'm with Luke. You glanced at your brunette Aussie guy sitting in front of you, and he raised both of his eyebrows as he munched on the sandwich. I'll get you. Harry's tone was clipped. You were taken aback by his tone. Harry, you don't have to. We're almost finished. Benny. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming. He's doing what? He hissed and ended the call. 5 minutes later, an aggravated Harry came in. He stopped on his way and scanned the room. When he saw you, he walked in your direction. Harry! Your smile vanished when you noticed him. He ignored you and made his way to Luke's side, who was giving Harry a confused look. Harry took a fist of his collar and pulled him up. I got you. I don't want you near her again, or I'll fire you. Harry was fuming. Chill, Mr. Styles. We're just eating. Luke's hand tried to tear away from Harry's, but he wouldn't budge. Harry twisted more and more before completely letting go and pushed Luke back to his chair. Luke! You shrieked. Let's go, Al. Al. Imagine you have a girlfriend named Alyssa and you call her Al.
Al.
She goes from like hot girl to like an old man.
Hot girl to that one alien puppet.
That's Alf!
I know my media.
Sometimes we make the strangest, like, pop culture references.
A lot of the times they're not even right.
No! They're so wrong. Like last video when I mentioned Gossip Girl and you were like, I think my favorite character in that was Rory. I was like, that's Gilmore Girls.
I don't know media. I watch the same thing over and over.
Luke, are you alright? Alyssa, I said, let us go. His tone was warning. You let Harry take hold of your hand. And this time, it's kind of getting away from, like, Harry Styles and getting into Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Time and walked through the glass door of the restaurant. You looked back at Luke and mouthed sorry to him. What the fuck is wrong with you? Shout that belongs to your echoed in his office. You both walked in. Your break is over. Go back to work. His face was blank. No, I'm not. What you did was uncalled for. You need to apologize to him. Harry hit the table with his wand. Do I just have to repeat everything that I tell you? Go back to work. You're unbelievable. Tears fell from your eyes when you walked out of his office. The ride to Harry's was eerily silent inside of his Range Rover. Neither of you talked. He would subtly touch your fingers or thigh, but you would pull away. When you both entered the house, he hugged you from behind. I'm sorry, he whispered. His lips were on the nape of your neck. You sighed and faced toward him. I think I need to part from you, you said sadly. He looked at you. He couldn't believe what you said. What do you mean? Is this because of how I acted today? Then I'm sorry. You know I am when somebody touches my girl. He groaned. It's not just about that. We both act like we're together even though we're not, and I'm tired of it. We both have the advantage and everything's going on perfect until today, he frowned. And it was as if talking to himself. You don't understand me because you're not feeling what I feel. You feel tears at the brim of your eyes. You wouldn't let it show. What do you feel? What do you feel? I'm Harry Styles.
I'm Harry Styles.
You shook your head. That I love you. His eyes widened. That's the first time you were vocal about your feelings for him. I didn't know. Why didn't you tell me this before? He was holding your hands now. You don't hold me back, so what's the difference it would make? Your tone was harsh and bitter. I really don't know how I feel about you, he admitted. Thanks, Harry. I know. I've loved you from the start, Harry Styles. I thought I could enjoy what we were doing, but I can't anymore. I have to leave, you weakly whispered to the last sentence. You pulled away again, and you went to Harry's room, or to you in Harry's room, or his room now. He's always said that it's yours and his. You started retrieving your clothes from your shared closet with Harry. You placed them in your suitcase. Harry followed you and tried to stop you. He held both sides of your cheeks. Again, which one? Which cheeks? Up here or down there? Ass cheeks? No, stop, babe. Let's talk about this. You didn't realize that you were crying as his thumbs caressed your cheeks. Which one? Please clarify. Wiping away your tears. You couldn't stop crying. You wanted to lay on the floor and cry yourself to sleep. But you have to be brave enough to leave. Leave Harry for good. And rather than feel his pain, more than fall deeper for him. Please, babe, don't. Please, babe, don't. You looked at him one last time, his eyes hurt pleading. I love you. It's been so nice to be with this past few months, and I have to leave. Oh, no, this is her, not Harry, sorry. But I have to leave. I need to save myself from falling more to someone who can't love me back. He whispered and left Harry's house. Hot tears fell from Harry's eyes. He wasn't felt this way before. So much pain. Sure, he'd become attached to you, but this short period of time, enough to fall in love with him? Or with you? Harry is uncertain. Moving to the place with Harry is more difficult than you thought it'd be. You ignored his calls every day at work. You made sure you wouldn't bump into him. To say that Harry was devastated was an understatement. He would get himself drunk to sleep and he had to get in bed with random girls, but end up making them leave after a makeout or two. Then this made him realize all he needed was you. Harry's heartbeat raced. I love Alyssa too, he thought. Weekend is your relaxed time. You spent the whole day watching The Walking Dead. You remembered Harry. He has always accompanied you on your weekend marathons. Sighing, you forced yourself to stop thinking of him for the 100th time that day. A knock from the other side of the door was heard. Standing up, you carefully walked to the door and opened. Standing there was a tired-looking Harry. From behind, shocked and annoyed, you slammed the door on his face, but his big hands stopped it. He opened the door wider. Can I come in? Can I come in? Can you do what? And where? You didn't respond. Please? Please? A tired sigh left her lips. Fine. Please come back to me. I missed you. His voice was tender. Oh, how I missed his voice so much. You faced him holding a glass of water. Harry, you know that I love you. I love you. I'm Harry Styles and I love you. What? I love you. I'm sorry it took a while for me to realize it. The glass you were holding slipped from your hands. Pieces of glass scattered on the now wet floor. Shit, Harry uttered. You followed him to where he was gazing at. I gasped through this and you noticed the laceration on your leg. Without wasting any more seconds, he helped you sit on the couch, made his way to your bathroom to retrieve the first aid kit, and went back to you and aided the wound on your thigh. He sat beside you after cleaning up. Thank you, you spoke for the first time since the accident. You know I'd do anything for you. It's getting Irish! You couldn't feel his stare on your face. Are you sure that you left me? Why now? You asked, keeping your stare at the floor. You needed answers. Yes. This past few days, I was totally drunk. No, we're losing the Harry. And sleeping with girls. But the truth is, I only wanted you and needed you. That's what I realized. I love you. So, I'll be your idiot. So will you be my girlfriend? What? Be my girlfriend. Girlfriend. Yes. Harry pulled you in a long kiss. It was so unromantic. You pulled away first. In one condition, though. He went nervous. Never being harsh with guys out of jealousy. You know I'd tell you if something was wrong. Okay, babe. Anything to make you stay. Said Harry Styles. He realized something. Oh, what about Luke? What about him? He frowned. I apologized to him last week. That's good. He smiled and felt relieved. You still felt guilty about it. My good baby. You puckered your lips for him to kiss. Only for you, though, Harry chuckled and kissed your lips for a second. I love you. I love you, too, he replied. You both leaned in to kiss to each other's tops, and your lips connected in a passionate kiss. That night, you came back with Harry in his home and made love for the first time. The end! The end! Third one, it's time for the third one. Bum, 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 dum. This one is Zayn X Reader and Harry Styles X Reader.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's spicy.
Spicy!
It's spicy. Yeah, I might have to skip some things in this one.
Okay.
You were cleaning your room and found your old iPod mini. For kicks, you charged it and pressed shuffle on your playlist. Same Mistakes by One Direction played. You've always loved One Direction. Music. But ever since the band had split up, you had given up hope. Listening just made you sad. You paused the song and placed it in a drawer. But all day, you couldn't stop humming. As you walked into the store, the familiar lyrics rang out in your head. By the time you had gotten to the second aisle, you were lost in the memory of the song. Not paying any attention, you sung the lyrics and twirled down the aisle, but you bumped into someone falling to the ground. Are you okay? The tall stranger asked, his piercing eyes looking down at you. I'm fine, you said, averting your eyes. What's your name? YN. Oh, sorry, Virgil. You sputter. Finally looking up at the stranger. Nice to meet you. I'm Harry Styles. Harry Styles? You questioned. Yeah, he finished helping you up. This couldn't be. You had just listened to one of their songs for the first time in a while this morning. It was too weird. You ran right past him and out of the store. As you got to your car, you sighed and stuck your hand in the jacket pocket to get your keys. A number fell to the ground. He must have slipped it in your pocket. This was too weird. You would have never have the confidence to call or text Harry Styles. You had to clear your mind, not your mind. And only had one place that always calmed you. It was your favorite coffee shop. You drove there and pushed open the heavy doors. You ordered your coffee and sat in your favorite corner, just thinking. What was that? How could... Your thoughts were interrupted by someone tapping on your shoulder. Hey, I saw you from across the shop, and you're so cute. Thanks, you replied, caught in your thought. Here's my number, the guy said, setting it down on the table.
Is that how people actually interact?
No, it really isn't. You nodded and stared into space for a while. Suddenly you snapped out of it, realizing how much you had to do, and picked up the number to read in shock. Zayn Malik! 625-994-6034. What? You didn't have the time to think. I want to call that number later.
Call that number.
I don't think it'll be anything, but...
We could try.
Some people just look key mash. To think, you rushed out the door. You had to get over your photo shoot for your magazine. You opened the door, disregarding your boss's remarks, and got right to shooting, but you were distracted. After the shoot, you got back to your office. You sat in your chair, trying to do work, but two little things picked at your brain. You dug a piece of paper out of your pocket and typed it into your phone, eyeing your calendar. Hey, is this... Yes, this is Harry Styles. I would like to see you. My place, 6499 Alton Avenue, Wednesday at 4. Looking forward to it. You were just about to call the other when your boss stormed in. Almost 45 minutes later, she was still berating you for your distracted work and sloppy attire. When she finally left you, you excitedly hopped on the phone to call Zane. Hey, hello? This is Virgil from the coffee shop. Would you like to come over to my place at... Oh, shit. You thought. Did you tell Harry Friday or Wednesday? Friday. Right, yeah. You told Harry Friday. Come over Wednesday at 4. I live at 6499
Is this
Alton
gonna turn
Avenue.
into a threesome? Oh my god!
See you then, his gorgeous voice responded. You sat up in your chair, excited. You would make a decision and you wouldn't lead anyone on. You didn't even know them all that well. Wednesday rolled around and you put on a leather jacket and jeans. You thought about a red dress, but you just weren't feeling it. The doorbell rang. Zane, come in. He was a lovely man, and every inch of him made you explode. You had set out a romantic dinner and prepared to see him. You were so ready. Nice place you got. Ding dong! You rushed to the door. Probably the mailman. It's Harry Styles! With roses? Oh no. The same day? You had just messed up. Harry? Wait, no. Harry? Zane asked. Zine? Harry asked. I can explain. Virgil, I can't believe you, Zane. You shipped me with Deku, and you added all the... You put one of the stories in there where it was a YN one, and it shipped me with Deku, okay? So I do not feel bad for putting a YN in.
Okay, no, it wasn't really a ship with Deku. It was kind of bordering...
Oh yeah, because that's the one you wrote,
Yeah,
and you were
that's
too
the
much of
one
a little bitch to add ships.
Yeah, I know.
Coward.
I know.
Although, I don't know why I chose one that had the worst one to be a YN, but this one gets worse, I promise. Well, I could think of a way to solve that, Harry said, trailing his hand up your cheek. Which one? And that is, Zane kissed you passionately. Harry bit your ear. Oh god, we're never safe from the smut.
At least I found some that wasn't smart!
I'm never safe. I'm never safe. Harry trailed kisses down your neck, leading to your chest. Skip. Oh, Skip.
This is like an asexual's worst nightmare.
I hate when fan fictions use the word rod. Skip. Harry Styles rod. Skip. God, it's fucking long. I lay next to them, both blown away. Let's... So, YN, Harry said, leaning forward. Who do you choose? Oh.
You just had a fucking threesome.
Well, I guess I pick... Oh, sorry. So Virgil said, Harry said, leaning towards you. Who do you choose? Oh, well, I guess I pick. That's the end.
Right, I'm gonna kill myself now.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that the first one is yours.
I wrote the third one. You want to see?
Yes.
I want to show you something very funny. Skip, 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 skip. I hate it when fanfics use the word rod. Skip, skip, skip. Harry Styles, rod, skip. I wrote. Oh, I would like to show you guys something. It literally like says the word skip multiple times here, because I didn't actually write smut.
All right, time to put it.
I didn't want to. I thought I could do it, and I did. I'm the first one to win on a writing and not a reading. Fuck yeah, I'm winning now.
That was horrible. Oh my god. I'm just gonna sit here horrified. It's fine.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow all of our social medias.